Hey everyone, Haz here, back again with another war video. This one's war number 7. This one's a little bit late, so I apologise for that. Just been a bit of a busy weekend and a busy start to the week. But going on here, we have an Overseer, the first node on path 1. Going to be using Kate for this fight. Pretty simple fight. Overseer's not too tough as a defender. It's mainly just the auto block that you're going to be concerned about, because that can trigger parry. And he's also stunning me while it's active, so that's not ideal. But we're just going to go in with the cold snap arrow and pretty much see what we can do. So this fight, the only kind of difficult node is personal space regen, but as I've talked about before, Kate's playstyle can kind of help mitigate it. And if you stay too close, you stay too aggressive, then the regens will start to build up and your cold snap will no longer be damaging him because he'll just be healing way too much. But as long as you manage it fairly well and you play her like you're supposed to play her, it's fine. Yeah, I had a phone call coming, so I had to kind of cut it a little bit, so that's why it looks a bit odd. But the fight goes down, no issues there. Full yellow bar from the special concussions, which is nice. Next up here, got a Terrax. Going to be taking this with Silk. Terrax, normally, obviously, you'd use someone like Absorbing Man or Wiccan, but this season with Decay, you can kind of use any Decay attacker because debuffs on the defender will limit the damage back that you take. So anyone that's Decay that places a lot of debuffs can be fine. So Quicksilver, Silk, even like someone like Kate can work if you play it well. But Silk's definitely one of the best, and same with Quicksilver, just because they place so many debuffs through their combos. So you can just mitigate that rock field damage. Aside from that, this node has Masochism, so just watch out because your stun might be eaten when you go to heavy counter. Oh, sorry, heavy in your combo. But that's the only thing really. Aside from that, it's pretty easy. So finishing off here with a special one, he goes down again, full yellow bar finish, which is very nice. Right, next up here, still on path 1. Going to be taking path 1 for the rest of the season, which is nice. Got unduped Kindred. I thought this was a very interesting placement because obviously unduped Kindred doesn't have his root, so he's not a very tough defender, especially because there's already the Decay tactic to limit his degen. So this fight I'm going to be taking with Silk, although I could have taken it with Kate. I just felt like class advantage. Silk would probably be a little bit quicker maybe, and you have the safety evade on specials which you can use to punish him so that he pauses his infestation like I do right here, which is quite nice. Again, it doesn't really matter because he's Sugar Pill, so we can kind of just ignore a lot of the degen because of the Decay tactic. Go ahead, throw off a big special 2. He was stun immune from Dread Aura, so I didn't want to, heavy and get the Fury there, even though I could have. Just waited it out and then done it. Then we just finish him off with a combo and he goes down. Next up here, got a Gorr. This is my only Tiger fight, I think, this war. So yeah, I wasn't really sure whether Kate or Silk could take this and then I could bring like back up for another fight or something, but I just decided to go with Tiger just to be extra safe. That's what it's really about here. And there's nothing really about this that's difficult. It's pretty much just heavy counter special 2. And that nukes him and he's basically dead. They're off a special 1 to finish. Yeah, that was a decent fight. Gorr just gets shredded by Tigra. Yeah. Now onto the minis here. I've got a Spidey Supreme. This is on node 39. This is not too bad of a fight. Provided that you have a Decay attacker to limit those placebos. I'm going to be using Kate here because of her tracking. It's pretty useful. And also the riposte allows you to kind of intercept or get your openings without needing mediums. So I don't have to rely as much on light intercepts, which is nice. And as soon as you get that first riposte, it's pretty much over because you can get your tracking up early and then you can go for medium intercepts and just ignore the miss. So that's really nice. I'm just going to refresh the tracking every now and then, which is really easy to do because of her playstyle of, keep knocking him to the corner. And also applying that slow as well, just in case we end up dexing. So go for a cold snap here. I think I'm going to dex the special 1, and then but he is slowed, so I wasn't really concerned. Go back in with a heavy, refresh that slow, and refresh the cold snap, He's got tracking up now, so we can go ahead straight in with a special 1. And he's pretty much dead now. Full yellow bar finish again, very nice. Spidey Supreme in the bin. Yeah, K destroys Spidey on like any node. Next up here we have this Werewolf By Night. This is a 7-star, so I was pretty interested by this. I kind of want Werewolf. He seems like a pretty interesting character, but with Decay and Sugar Pill, he's not that good of a defender because the ruptures don't do any damage, and you can limit all his power gain and stuff like that. So he doesn't seem like that too hard of a defender right now, but I'm sure as time goes on and we get different tactics, I'm sure he's going to be a very tough defender. But right now he's just, you know, pretty easy. You just get free willpower healing, limit the power gain, bait specials. It's pretty simple. So yeah, just gonna apply a cold snap here. It's doing about 3k per tick, and now just gonna keep it up for the whole fight and hopefully apply a second one here. Let's go ahead bait a special 1 here. Knockdown's coming back, so we gotta knock him down with another special 1, reapply that, another cold snap. And now he's ticking for nearly 7k per tick, which is very, very nice. So I decided to take this one on block for the most part. I go in for a relic here, get the knockdown, and he's basically dead. So that was, again, another fully low bar finish. This one's pretty fine. I wasn't nervous about that fight really. It's mainly just like a new character, so you kind of got to watch out a little bit. But that's fine. Next up here, got a man thing. This one was pretty simple, to be honest with you. I feel like man thing is a pretty nothing defender with Sugar Pill as well, because, you know, you got the poison, but you don't take any damage from it. So he's got 2 debuffs. That's just free willpower healing then. So, and especially on hazard shift as well. So provided you have a decay attacker, it's pretty much a useless nothing placement. But here we accidentally get hit by a heavy. Not really that big of a deal though. Got free willpower healing, then we're going to bait a special 2, we're going to go for an intercept, and then we're going to go right into our own special 2. I think he nearly dies from this, which is nice, nearly there, and then he just bait a special 1, and finish off with a combo. So yeah, pretty easy fight, another full yellow bar finish, which is nice. So that man thing goes down. Next up we've got a couple more fights here. This next one, I've noticed a lot this season we just take the left side. So we've got a Mangog here, which is very nice. Going to be taking this with Silk. Kate is not really ideal for Mangog just because he has energy resistance for each hatred and he's also bleed immune, so Kate can't really get her damage in. Whereas someone like Sassy, even though, you know, you can't really use Caltrops and get full damage, you can get some damage but not full damage. You have to go for Caltrops, and that actually works fine because he's not bleed immune, so Caltrops does a lot of work for you. And then you can go special 3 rotation, get the cruelty or get your fragilities up, and then get Caltrops to get extra potency, and then get cold snap as well to get a little bit of damage over time ticking. So Sasquatch is a lot more like Kate friendly compared to Mangog, especially because when Mangog goes enraged and throws a special 1, he can get cold snap immunity. So yeah, there isn't much way of Kate to get her damage in terms of damage over time, whereas Mangog you still can. Here I took a bit of a hit from the, but I'm indestructible, so it's fine. I decided to chuck on a boost just in case I push into special 3, even though it wasn't really my main concern, just something to still think about. And I think this all was pretty close as well, so I wanted to make sure I was boosting up and playing it safe. So now, throwing off special 3 rotation. I love her special 3 rotation just because it's so simple and it's so effective, because you can basically count on it to KO basically everyone. And also with a power back boost, you have enough to get to a special 2 every single time, basically. So that's really good as well. I kind of chanced it here, but I knew he was going to die from this. And luckily I didn't even push him red. So even if I didn't kill, he would have thrown a special 2 and it would have been fine. But yeah, I kind of knew it was going to kill because of all that damage. Next up we got a Doom. I was tossing up using Silk and Kate for this, but I think Kate is probably a better option just because of the damage over time. Silk would have been better to limit the shock that I get. You know, I wouldn't gain any buff, so it would be fine. But I was nervous about Conflictor because you can't get any withers in this fight because Doom's not tactic. So I was a bit nervous about that. I wasn't really sure. I felt like Kate could probably handle it a little better. But hey, maybe I'm being stupid and maybe Silk was a better option. But, you know. So here I get a shock on me. I don't know what happened there. I just misdexed it, I think. It's fine. He triggers unfazed, which is surprising and it always catches me out, but it's still fine. Get a cold snap going here. And then beta special 1. And then punish. Don't get a shock there, which is nice. And then I'm waiting out his aura just so I can get a heavy in. I keep accidentally changing my arrows as well. I think I was just like sweaty or nervous or something. I just kept changing my arrow and I get really nervous here because my cold snap drops off and I'm like, oh shit. He's close to a special 2 as well, that's not ideal. So protects the special 1, I'm just waiting because I feel like I'm going to get a shock on me if I attack in. So I'm just waiting this out, using my riposte carefully. Go in for a cold snap here. Nail perfect release and now he's taking down hard, so that's all that matters now. Just keeping that cold snap up. Again, I don't want to hit him too much just in case he gets shocked because a doom slap could be the end really. So in here, refresh the cold snap just in time, and yeah, he's at 10%, taking down and he goes down. So overall a pretty decent fight, but definitely a bit scary at times. But anyway, that's going to do it for this war. Thanks so much for watching, have a great day.